right, good afternoon. Welcome to the 12 News Connected Desk. I'm Keith Grant. We've got meteorologist Adrian Campa here with us. We're breaking records today with this extreme cold.
Yeah.
You step outside and it hurts.
It really does. It's true Arctic air that we have here in Kansas. We broke some records last night, this morning, and we're expected to break even more. But the records we're breaking tonight look to be way more widespread than what we broke this morning.
These aren't just like breaking records. We're like shattering them.
We're shattering them, some that are over 100 years old.
Wow.
So that should go to show just how insane the weather has been this week. We were warning, and it's here, and, many schools are canceling. We just got word about
Wichita Public Schools. I was counting this up. This is like day 8.
Yeah, because last Wednesday, there was a winter storm. They didn't have school. Off for conferences Thursday, Friday, and then the President's Day on Monday. So they haven't been to school for almost 2 weeks. And
this is like a second Christmas
I
break.
think Friday, though, the kids will be back. The good thing for parents right there.
Exactly.
But we want to start with, current snow cover. So this is helping keep temperatures cold because we did have a, significant snowstorm yesterday. And
You forgot.
In case you forgot, it's not going anywhere for a few days, but widespread accumulations of 3 to 9 inches of snow at the airport here in Wichita. Officially measured 5.4, but here at KWCH, northeast part of town, we had 7 inches of snow. And up the road, a couple locations near Hutch had 9 to even 10.5. So just remarkable. The heaviest did fall in extreme southeastern Kansas, but everybody had at least a little bit of snow packed. But look at the difference from now to a year ago. Over half the country has some snowfall, and even in places like the Carolinas, deep south, northern Alabama even had snow from our winter storm. Last year, only 33% of this country had some snowfall. So our winter storm behind us. Now all attention is on the extreme cold, which our weather alert goes until 2 p.m. tomorrow afternoon, and our extreme cold warning, everybody feeling the impact. Widespread feels like temperatures of minus 20 to minus 35 degrees. And even right now, this is a look at what we're battling. We have not felt above 0 degrees for a couple of days. And we're sitting at minus 13 here in Wichita, minus 15 in Concordia, and minus 13 over in Colby. So dangerously cold, but this is what we're watching out for. So it's been dangerously cold the last couple of days, but our record watch, every single town, city in Kansas, we're expecting the potential to either tie or break, but several locations are just completely shattering a record. And here in Wichita, Salina, our records were set back in 1918.
Wow.
So
They're
over
100
years old. Dodge's record is also over 100 years old. There's other records from the 50s, 70s. It's just insane seeing how cold it's going to get tonight. Now, wind chills are still going to be a big problem tonight. Whenever we have feels like temperatures this cold, frostbite can set in as little as 10 to 20 minutes with exposed skin. So that's why, schools went ahead and we're seeing those cancellations starting to come in. And that's why, the cold shouldn't be taken lightly. It's a serious hazard, and you need to protect your plants. If you have any sensitive plants outside, you need to protect your pets. Make sure you're bringing them inside. They have plenty of water to stay hydrated during this. And of course, your pipes. Make sure you open up the cabinet doors and drip those faucets with warm water to prevent them from freezing, because you do not want that bill. Trust me, that's very expensive. So
Adrian's got
a lot of hazards thankfully, because I'm always a step ahead of the forecast. But we want to remind everybody that can be a costly, damaging thing that can be prevented. So that's why we're trying to stay on top of it, giving you a heads up, because I did see a comment on Facebook, it's just cold. No, this is not normal for us. Our normal high this time of year is 50 degrees, and we're sitting at a temperature of 8 right now. So yes, definitely not normal, almost 50 degrees colder than where we should be. So historic cold again tonight, those records being shattered across Kansas. So be mindful of that on future track for this evening. Not much going on, a few breaks in the clouds, but then they come right back into Thursday morning for western Kansas. Dangerously cold start to your Thursday, and then passing clouds into Thursday afternoon. But I think here in the Wichita area, I do think we'll see the return of sunshine tomorrow afternoon, but the main thing is tomorrow morning, especially out in western Kansas, but just sporadic across the state, dangerously cold temperatures, trending milder by the afternoon. Look at this. Well, it'll be kind of warm by 7 p.m. tomorrow. It's still bitterly cold out there. Into Friday morning, very, very cold, but not necessarily dangerously cold, flirting with dangerously cold temps in western Kansas. The bottom line is, kiddos are more than likely going to go back Friday. Again, we don't make that call, but look at these feels like temperatures during the morning Friday. It's still going to be very cold, so you want to make sure any exposed skin is covered up. The good news Looking ahead, the last couple of days of February, we're getting towards the end of the month, and the first couple of days of March, I do think are looking above normal for this time of year. So again, average high is 50. Expect more spring-like weather with highs mainly into the upper 50s and lower 60s, kind of like what we're expecting into early next week. I do have to say though, long-range models, they've been very consistent, showing that even though March will start off on a milder note and more spring-like, it's not going to last long. I do think March is trending to be colder than normal with maybe some more snowfall, but it's way too early to get into specifics. But just know by the end of next week, we are expecting more winter weather to return to Kansas. It's just been a very active season. I guess the good news, we need the precipitation, but dangerously cold out there. Look at, no matter where you're at, Wichita, Hays, you can't even really tell a difference with all the snow accumulation that we have. Weather alert tonight, look at these temperatures, everybody below zero, the coldest night so far of the winter season. But looking ahead to tomorrow, highs trending a little bit milder, but still well below normal for this time of year. Single digits and teens across the entire state. And then here we go, trending much warmer into early next week. Those high temperatures reaching the low to mid 60s by Tuesday. And then likely a cold front by the end of next week that we'll have to keep an eye on.
We'll see like a complete 180 by this time next week.
It's over a 75-degree temperature difference from
it's crazy.
tonight to what we're expecting in
insane.
just a few days. Those temperature swings, they can have impacts on your body,
Exactly.
headaches.
I was going to say I'm going to have a migraine next week. I'm
There
already
you go.
counting on it.
Yeah.
Sorry, I want to
This
bring
is
up.
what you were talking about.
Yes, this is ER visits though.
We talked about a little bit during the noon, over a dozen people that had been treated from the frostbite
Frostbite.
concerns.
Yeah, and at least one fall. This is just at Ascension via Christie. We haven't heard back from Wesley yet, but this
So
is
it
a
could be
great
even more
reminder
than
of
that.
exactly. This is a great reminder that you need to take care of yourself. Layers is what matters.
Yeah, and again, going back to the Facebook comment I had, you know who you are. It's not like, it's a serious thing.
It
Like,
is.
we are just doing our jobs trying to help everybody stay warm and safe out there. And if you're fortunate enough to not have to worry about it, be thankful. But there are people where it is a serious concern, and it's our jobs to really express all the potential hazards. So we want to make sure everybody is safe out there, just because, again, normal high is 50, our high temperature today not even 10 degrees. So that's a 40-degree difference to even 50-degree difference like what we're expecting tonight. So really stressing on it. It's unusual, it's record-breaking, even shattering across the state.
Yeah. All right. Perfect. Thank you, Adrian. That's all we've got right now from the 12 News Connected desk. Be sure to join us for 12 News starting at 4.